Hi friends, how's it going? I wanted to start off this video with a bit of gratitude, and this gratitude is dedicated to you for being here and watching my YouTube videos. I know my channel is pretty new and it's pretty small at the moment, which is why you being here means so much to me. So thank you so much for being part of this journey. For this video, we're going to plant and start my mini flower garden. We're going to make some flower essence, and we're going to go through the entire process of curating a vibrational spray. What's a vibrational spray, you may ask? Well, for me, it's a spray that combines flower essences, crystals, essential oils. It essentially helps reset your aura to help you feel whatever the intention of the spray focuses on. So it's almost like an energetic reset. Anyways, I've been making these sprays for a while now, and I've always used flower essence inside of them. But since I started making flower essences on my own for the first time recently, I figured it would be such a cool idea to grow the flowers from the very beginning. So the last time I was at my local farmer's market, I purchased some seeds and seedlings and got to work building my garden. So I've just made the most exciting new discovery. I am renting my house, and so this is my first springtime that I have been in this house, and I've been kind of monitoring what naturally has been popping up in my garden. And as I've been weeding, I've just been kind of paying attention to the other plants that have been growing. And I just found out that one of the weeds that I've been leaving is actually larkspur. Like, larkspur flowers are sprouting naturally in my back garden, and it is so exciting. They're so freaking cute, and I actually feel bad because before they started sprouting flowers, I was actually pulling a few out of my garden because I didn't know what it was. And now they're in bloom, and I get to work with them to make flower essences with them. I'm so excited. Guess who else decided to show up and bless my garden? Pink evening primrose. They just snuck their way into my back area. This has all been so exciting because, like I said, it's my first time in this house during the springtime. So I'm discovering all of these new plants and flowers for the first time and just noticing what's naturally popping up to bless this space. I've also been using this app to help me identify the flowers that are coming up and the different weeds and plants in general. It's been really helpful. It is called PlantNet. All you do is take a picture of a flower or a plant and you upload it, and then it'll kind of give you suggestions of what it thinks it is based on what other people have uploaded. So I uploaded this picture of the larkspur in my garden, and this is what came up on the site. After sitting with these flowers, I began the process of creating flower essence. In this clip here, I'm preparing and labeling the amber bottles that I use whenever I'm ready to transfer over my essence. For me personally, I use a blend of natural spring water and brandy. When I was in the Philippines, I went to a bee farm and I got a bunch of these local essential oils. And they have a lot of Filipino flowers that you don't get here. So one example of that would be sampaguita. They came in these like plastic bottles, and so I'm going to transfer them to these amber bottles so that they can last longer. Whew. It's really strong in here. It's gonna give me a headache. I'm going to eventually use these for my vibrational sprays, but I just have to figure out the formula for them. I know for my new vibrational spray that I want to be using sampaguita in some way. The fumes are very loud. It's too strong. I'm gonna have to find like the perfect blend because I know that flower scents can be overwhelming and sometimes even sickly. So we're gonna have some work to do. The way that I come up with my auric sprays is really fun. I usually just start out with an intention of what I want to feel like when I use a spray. And then from there, I'll start doing research. I have some books, so I'll decide what crystals really support that intention. So the pocketbook of stones, and as you can see, I have a big collection of crystals to pick from, which is really awesome. And then I work in the flower essences. I also have this really helpful book as well. as kind of like a base to just notice what would be supportive, blending everything together. And then I work in the oils. I use this book as a baseline as well, to see which essential oils can be helpful, not only scent-wise, but also energetically. These are all really nice references. I highly recommend them, but sometimes the things that I want inside my sprays aren't in these books, and so I go to the internet for that. But then I just blend everything together, mixing essential oils, the crystal essence, flower essence, and sometimes even sound to make an awesome vibrational spray. For example, the intention for the next spray that I want to make is to have confidence in doing like really intentional work. And so it's kind of like career focused. And so I have some carnelian in here, some unakite jasper, and some flower agate. So finding your path and having confidence as you pursue it. It's been around a week, and here's the progress of my little babies. This is the zinnia. More zinnia. I think that's zinnia too. And then here's my yarrow and my beautiful holy basil. I'm just gonna write down the formula because I just winged it and it smells so good and it feels so good. So I think I'm gonna stick to this formula. Something that was blowing my mind throughout the process of creating this spray is how seamlessly everything seemed to fall into place. For example, the flowers that I ended up making essences for in the Philippines, they really made sense to be put into this spray, and I had no idea that I would be making this connection. Another example would be, just the larkspur showing up in my garden, and even finding out the medicinal and holistic uses for sampaguita. It's like all of these different components were asking to be put in the spray, and so I felt really supported by the universe in making this. Oh my god. This smells so good. Like, I'm not just saying that because I made it. It's amazing. Oh my god. Like I said before, the sampaguita oil, it's pretty intense, or at least it can be since it is a floral scent. But I balanced it out with bergamot oil. And bergamot has this like deeply earthy scent. And it just kind of like makes this so much less intense. Okay, so it's been around 3.5 weeks since I've planted my flowers, and this is what they're looking like today. So here are my zinnias. Look how tall they are. And then this pot is petunia. My yarrow hasn't formed any flowers yet. It has not flowered. And then my holy basil is right over here. And unfortunately, I'm kind of struggling with this one. What I'm trying to do is create an environment for the flowers on this holy basil to prosper. And unfortunately, they keep like shriveling up and dying before I can work with the flowers. And so if anyone has any advice on how to care for this holy basil, please let me know. So I have officially finished up my first batch of the new sprays. And here they are. So oddly enough, the first thing that I came up with for this spray was actually the name. And I sent over the name to my graphic designer, shout out Kiki, and she made the design for these bottles, if it'll focus, almost over a year ago. I think it was over a year ago. I decided all that while ago that I would name this spray Bloom. So welcome, Bloom. I'll be adding Bloom to my online storefront, and you can find all the rest of my vibrational sprays as well there. I'll link my website right down in the bio. Ah! No!